Hey guys, it's the Redstone Wizard here again, bringing you another Redstone tutorial. This time, we're doing item elevators. Yep, sometimes you just gotta get your items from the ground to the top. Yeah, I got these set as a infinite loop just because I find it funny. Alright, so let's see what we got here first. Okay, now we got this. Oh, we don't need this. Break that. We got this bubble column, bubble vader. Pretty good with items. If the items aren't aligned right with this one, they're going to pop around, but they're going to go guaranteed to go up the second time. And each one has an advantage, and each one has a disadvantage. Now, the advantage to this is if you're going from a water stream to a water stream, there's no intermediary needed. There's nothing in between needed. So, yeah, you don't have to have this loop here. I have it just in case. You don't have to have that sign there. You can have a slab, something, just something to stop the water from going out. We want the water to go out from there. Now, we have this old style glass elevator. Still works, as you can see. The advantage to this one is if you go from a hopper to go up, you just need one dropper. Decent amount of redstone, but one dropper to go up. And then you can put it into a hopper, water stream, whatever you need. I recommend a water stream into a hopper, just like it's going right here. Just the hopper just happens to be going right back in. Now, we have this one right here. This one is fairly fast. Can't really see anything at all because this is a dropper vader. In fact, if I turn these off, let's just break that and break that. You won't really hear a thing coming from this one. You might occasionally hear something, but not too often because of the order that they're getting fired. And mostly it's because of that up there. So let's just put a chest there just to prove that it's pretty much silent. And I know why that was happening, because it was moving too fast. If it's moving too fast, we'll have to just slow it down a little bit more. You can't have more than just one item in this. One item. It will continue going up until you're completely out, and then that's when you'll hear the tick. So let's see here. How much more we got? 8, 7, 6, 5. Now. And we got all the items up in here. Now back to the loops. So, yeah. I'm going to show you guys how to build every single one of these. Except for the fun parts. The loops. That is not necessary. I just figured I'd just keep them going. So, what do you say, guys? Let's get to building this thing. Okay, guys, I'm back, and, well, like always, everything we need to build those are in the shulker boxes. So, we're going to start out with the bubble column. It's actually quite simple. So that's why we're doing it. So, what we need is a bunch of water, a bunch of blocks, packed ice, a slab, and the one thing that I forgot to grab, a piece of soul sand. That's it. Oh yeah, and a way to store the items we're getting in. So, first things first, we'll go and determine where we want our bubble vader. And all you have to do first off is surround it with ice. Surround it with whatever block you want. It doesn't have to be glass. That's going to be temporary. Now, this part right here isn't as necessary. It just, if items will get stuck, it will actually prevent it. So that's why we're doing it. In fact, actually, then we'll throw our slab up top. We'll come out this way for the water. You have them go into into this water stream as you see fit. We just want them to go all the way to, let's expand this out a bit. 2 more. We want it almost to run to the end, so about 5 or 6 blocks. Just like that. Then all we have to do is just build up, leaving the center alone. Now, if you're doing this on Java, you can't do it exactly the way I'm going to do it. It's not going to work. At that point, I recommend get yourself a bunch of ice, pillar up with the ice, and break your way down. But the way I'm doing it is I'm dropping a bucket of water there. And because of this, 1 bucket of water is all we need to create the bubble column. Then come down here and break that. Now, as we throw items in, they will go up, fly out. If you do it dead on, they'll go up and out. If you do it to sides, whatever, if it happens to be in a bad area, it's going to flip around and go up. So here's the first one for you guys. Now let me get my inventory cleared and I'll be right back. Okay guys, got my inventory cleared and now we're ready to do the glass elevator. So what we're going to need for that is a bunch of blocks. Doesn't have to be glass, you can actually use solid blocks with this, but you are going to need some solid blocks. You're going to need a way to get the items into the dropper and a dropper. And some sort of continuous redstone clock and a bucket of water to push the items when they reach to the top. So, first things first, let's get our dropper and our hopper. We're not going to need the bucket for a while. And the first thing you do is you take it and you put it down in the middle, right wherever you want. And your items, wherever they're coming out at, put it in from a hopper line, put them in there. Then I recommend just surrounding this bottom part with, well, solid blocks. And then you can, then from here, just fill everything with glass. Or, like I said, any solid block. Doesn't have to be a redstone conductive block. All it has to be is anything other than a non-full block. So, full blocks only. And go up as high as you want. And when you get to the height that you want, leave a space and put one more on top. I am going to just do this, place you here, and we'll just get a hopper and place it right there. And we will get our bucket of water. I'm going to set you right here, fill up, and there we go. Now, this is the major part of it. So, now what we need to do is get a clock going. So I'm pulling the signal out of the dropper. And I'm going to be using a Nimbom clock design because it works. And that's the only reason why I'm using it, is because it works. This was mostly developed for, well, drop evaders for Java. But since we can't use it the same way, we don't need to. But we can modify things like this and make them work. So now I'm going to throw in a stack of iron blocks. And as you can see, they're all going up and into the water string. Only reason why we completely surround it is so that it ends up not shooting off to a side. And in here we're getting getting our items in. So that's the glass elevator, glass item elevator. So we got the bubble column, glass item elevator. Now we just got the drop elevator left. So now let's clear this. I'll do it the easy. I'll just do it here. Okay. So now for the drop elevator. Now what we're going to need is a bunch of droppers, a way to put items in, a decent amount of blocks to build with, some sort of clock. I'm going to be using the Nimbom design, a bunch of rails and a bunch of observers, and I'm just going to stick the items in a chest. So, like all the other ones, you determine right where you want it and you place down your dropper. And now we just pillar up with the droppers going as high as you want. There we go. That's going to be high enough. And we'll just throw the chest on top. Now we need to get our activation system in. So take your observers and just get them going all the way up. After that, come back down. First one, from whatever side you're not going to put your clock. I'm putting the clock back here. We're going to place it where the face is facing the clock and the dot is not. and then we're going to go up. I'm just going to fill this all the way up and then go back down. Starting from here, we need to put rails, because then we're saving observers and without having to do anything. So pretty much every other one gets a rail. So now we come to the back behind the dropper. Again, this is the Nimbom item elevator. Silent, pretty fast, pretty reliable once you get it tuned in. Now, normally I would have this, I've had this set for 3 ticks for so long, I have to remember to place it on 4 ticks. But there we go. Now that's done. The reason why I like this clock here is because as long as there is items in, if there is one item in, just even just one item left in, the clock is just going to keep going and going and going. And as soon as it's out, it stops. So let's continue. Just throw a torch on the side here, put a block up here, rail, rail. Now, that was pretty much the last time you're going to hear it. So I'm going to throw a stack of observers in. Now, all the items are just going all the way up. And as you can see, it's counting. And if we look in here, 36, we got one there, one there, one there. These guys are constantly passing through. $63, which means right here. Now, if you want to prevent that, I recommend just taking a torch, throwing it here. That'll shoot it up one more. So let's just throw this back in. You don't have to, you can actually use torches here, but if you're going to use torches, you're going to have to, instead of putting a torch here, and I'll build it on this other side. So what you would do is torch, block, torch. You would alternate right along it. Torch. And I will show you guys that this does also work. And it might be a little better because you can actually rotate this right there. Which means just a torch there. But because I don't want to have a piece of redstone right here, I'm going to put a block here, dust here, repeater here. Now I'm just going to break this torch, and I'm just going to come up front again. I'm going to come up front. I'll throw a stack of droppers in. It does the exact same thing. In fact, we might be able to speed this up to 3 ticks. As long as only one item goes, then we're good. See, occasionally you'll get them stuck like this because I missed a torch. And that's what will happen if you miss a torch. So we'll pull that out and throw these back in there because, yeah. But we're getting all the items up here. This is observer heavy, this is repeater heavy, not repeater, torch heavy. Half of these torches will always be on, none of these will be on. So the choice of what you do is up to you. So, let's see here. Yeah, so that's pretty much all the, that's the 3 major item elevators you will actually be using. You either use a bubble vader. This one, not many people use anymore because we got those ones. But this one, just show off. That's all it is. It's just showing off. And this one is silent. From a hopper stream to a hopper stream. That's pretty much how you got to use it. So let's go take a look and see if this is done. 57. Downfall is it's not going to you're not going to get every single item out if it doesn't process right. I'm still working on making it process right all the time. But you guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video. This is the Redstone Wizard. Enjoy building.